Boom.
There you go. What up, everybody? Hope y'all having a good week. Just getting everything launched right now. Yes, Matt, you want to start by telling us a little bit about you, buddy? How you got in the trade and everything, too?
My name is Matt. I got into tiling maybe about 8 years ago. I bought a house and I was going to flip it and make a bunch of money, and that didn't happen. So then I did the tiling and I liked it. So I did that for a while. I used to be in logistics for a long time, and it was horrible. So I always wanted to do something else. And after doing the tile at my house, it was pretty fun. I made a little bit of money, and there was like a big void in my community. Nobody was doing it, and nobody was doing it good. So I kind of invaded the space. And so it's been 6 or 7 years now, and here we are.
Nice, man.
That's sick, dude. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Watching your content was one of the first times I noticed, was it like tile over tile? I had never really contemplated that. And then when watching some of it, you doing that, it opened my eyes to like all the different things that you can do with that. And it's like, oh man, what a great idea. You don't always have to demo if everything's in great shape for different circumstances. So it's an interesting concept that you woke me to.
I like to do it. It saves people money. I also don't like to do demo because I just work by myself most of the time. So
there you go.
Whenever you can avoid it, and then
Demo can be a beast, dude. Especially if you're like working on old houses.
For sure.
It's just hard. It's some of the hardest work, honestly.
Oh yeah.
And if you're not like, I'm not like a huge dude. I'm like 5'10", $145, like tearing out like a whole mud set bathroom, like fuck, dude.
Yeah, it wears you out.
It's tough, man.
Cast iron tubs. I'm like, oh, dude. Last time I broke a cast iron tub, it fucking one piece popped up, split me in the lip. So I'm like, God damn it! Now I'm like, I got to get back out there. I gotta.
Cast iron tub, just whacking away at it with a sledgehammer.
Oh, dude, I had no fear. I was just having the time of my life until that fucking happened.
How else are you gonna get it out of there, though?
You got to break them, dude.
That's the only way I know to do it.
Sledgehammer.
Yeah, just whack away at that thing.
Kohler still makes one too, and it's like, geez, that thing was a monster. It took like 4 of us to get it up to the 2nd floor when we were putting that one in because the homeowner had to have a new cast iron, and it's like, oh, dude, motherfucker we were like, God, if these 2 people, like, if we give out, the 2 people in the back, they're just fucking gone. Like, there is no, you got to get this motherfucker up the steps right now. So, what are you currently working on, man?
Tomorrow I'm starting a new tub surround.
Nice.
A little Schluter, Curdy on some drywall. There used to be a tub surround. So we're just going to prime the drywall, wrap it, and they already roughed in a niche for me. So that's cool.
Nice.
That.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I think it's 12 by 30 pieces. They're kind of white, but I don't really understand what they look like yet.
Interesting. So 12-inch by 30-inch?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. That's a weird, not a common number.
Like
yeah.
It's like
a long like subway.
Like a plank?
Like a big plank?
Right?
Yeah. Kinda.
I don't know. Cool. I could see them tomorrow. Hopefully I'll get most of it done. I mean, it should wrap it, 3-4 hours, and then good to go. Start tiling, start at the bottom.
Cool. So just a big smooth white tile, no texture or anything to it?
Yeah. Hopefully no waves.
Yeah.
I've got that right now on one of my projects. It's been fun though. I kind of like it every once in a while.
A
Just
texture,
Corner.
large format.
Yeah, and just
Yeah,
having those
fun
like was it that Calcutta, I think is what it's called, where like the veinings in the white. I don't know. It's every once in a while it's nice to have fun with them. I got a marble backsplash I'm gonna start tomorrow, so that'll be fun. And then right now I'm doing this one that kind of replicates like an old kind of tile that has like rust in it and stuff. I don't know. It's weird to explain. I've taken some pictures, but every one tile looks like four. So I'm spacing it out, and when I grout it, I don't know. It'll be fun. It'll look great. So having fun.
No,
What are you doing right now, Kyle?
I prepped the walls for a shower today. I'm waiting on this pan to come in. I don't ever use pans. I'm trying out a KBRS pan, and
Nice.
I'm pretty excited about it, to be honest. Like if I can cut down like one day on prep time, that'd be cool. Because a mud pan with a topical water test takes 2 days to build. So if you can throw it all down and water test it that day.
Is it similar to the weedy pan? Do you know? Like, have you seen a weedy pan?
I've seen them. I've never used a weedy pan, but
I've got that one I'm on right now. I've used two of them, a set one now, but the other one came preset to where I walked on. So
yeah, I've only ever used one foam pan. It was a Schluter.
I've heard this Go Board. Have y'all seen the Go Board pan? It's like little like different pieces that you have to piece together and like custom make it essentially as you go. I don't know. I'm like, I'm not a fan of that, dude. That seems like, and you glue all these pieces together. I'm like, great concept, but awful like for an installer.
You can like customize to like the size and stuff.
Exactly. So like, okay, you can cut this if you move it over here, configure it for a smaller drain over here, then you'll have more longer wedges. I don't know. When I'm looking at them, I'm like,
does it keep a level perimeter?
If you
with all that bullshit,
you're gluing I think you're gluing like 8 pieces together by all said and done, and it's like that's just a lot of sealant that I don't know, man.
I don't like it.
The weedy pan is just one size, you cut to fit.
I
like the concept. So
how much does it itch?
I'm fucking itching like crazy today, and I told you that stuff never bothers me. I'm on those 2 backsplashes. I've been cutting half inch all day. God damn, dude. I'm like, it got to me finally.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe some batches are worse than others.
I did it outside one time, the Go Board in the heat and rubbing against it all day, and it was a small spot. Yeah, go home and like the coldest shower.
Yeah, just hoping it all falls out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was pretty much that's probably what happened. But yeah, my fucking never bothers me. Now I'm like, okay, I get it now. This sucks. But
what about the Tile Ready pan?
I haven't gotten one. Looked into it though. Looks kind of cool.
I seen it one time, but it was on a job site and I didn't take the job. I just didn't like it. I didn't know.
They have generic sizes. That's the only thing that I'm not a fan of, like 36 by 36, right? That works in certain situations, but sometimes you need like one that's like, 34 or something. And they just don't have all those yet to offer, which you don't expect a company to be able to cover every base, right? That's a lot of money. But it works in certain situations. I was looking into it for a customer, but she kept changing it.
You can't modify them at all, can you?
They come pre.
They have a wall on them and stuff.
Pre-coated, ready to go. You just set it, make sure it's level, and then rock and roll.
Is Tile Ready they make the rabbited wall boards, don't they?
Huh.
Yeah, for that, I think.
It's pretty sweet.
At the bottom, right?
I think it's both edges all the way up. They're like rabbited together.
Mm-hmm. And it like interlocks.
I guess if you wanted to put in the time, you could like bust out a trim router and do that with any foam board, but
that's pretty cool though.
Overkill. Just
fuck that.
Look. Maybe for your own shower.
Mm-hmm.
for the gram.
That one day when we finally have time for ourselves. No, that never happens.
I'm tiling over tile if it's for myself.
Yeah, I feel like my work is
See?
like the quality's less when it's for myself. I'm just like, dude, I just gotta get it done, or I'm never gonna finish it.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't finish it now, I won't.
Man, I realized today though, I'm like, okay, I can't haul all my stuff going back and forth for these backsplashes, so I'm gonna out of one of those little rigid boxes, I'm gonna make like a little backsplash Caladad bit kit so that I can just grab this when I'm doing backsplashes, so I don't have to take all my my whole treasure chest of everything with me, because it's just I'm running 2 backsplashes right now, and I'm like, I don't have enough room. And if I had a trailer, that's a different story, but that it's just not feasible right now. So I'm like, okay, I want to make one of these. That's gonna be my next little, I think, investment, possibly a little late night spending after this.
For backsplashes, I mean, usually I just take my grinder and my snapper. And then if I had to, I would take my little wet saw and keep it on one. And then usually I carry buckets. And it's not the most cleanliest thing, but like I have a grinder bucket and then like a spacer bucket. And
There you
you
go.
just carry the buckets, put them in your the plumbing bucket is definitely the smelliest, and with all the primers and stuff. So you keep that one in the dry spot.
I want to put a cone in there, like a grinder blade, and then probably like one of those finger bits. And I think that's pretty much it, because you can dimple if you need to for electrical with the cone, and and that's just be a good little grab and go kind of thing. Because I'm like, I don't know. Right now, my truck I just threw everything in there today, and I'm like, my OCD, man, I was itching hard. I was like, nope, I got to do something about this. So, next little thing I'll do. What are you going to spend on next?
What am I doing next? I think I'm doing a floor, and it's gonna be a cool one. It'll be like a basket weave, like with Subway type tiles for the floor. So it'd be like 6 of them left or vertical, and then 6 horizontal. And I never did it for a floor before.
Cool.
Handmade tiles, rough edges, so it doesn't have to be perfect. My favorite.
Nice. What brand?
I think they're from the tile shop, but they were shopping all over, so hopefully they're good.
Cool.
Yeah, I use tile shop stuff. It's good.
Tiles. I mean, yeah. They carry good brands, I think. Some of the shit's weird. There's like a whole section. There's like a whole section this aisle, and the one here in Nashville, it's like that's all ugly stuff. I like how you guys put all that in that aisle. I hate everything in it. I just know not to go over there.
Some designers like, yes.
It is some designer tile where it's just like black with like gold, like drizzled on it. It's a whole like aisle of it. It's like, dude, who's putting this up?
Matt, that floor you did with the wood inlay, that was sick. That was beautiful. Absolutely awesome. If anybody hasn't seen that, they got to check that out, dude. That was cool.
Dude, my favorite thing you've done is that entryway, man. That was dope. You know what I'm talking about, that black and white one.
Yeah. That one.
That mosaic thing. I don't even.
And sacks.
That was sick, dude.
And it came like pre-made, so he like measured it, and then I just cut one side to fit. So he measured it, they made it for like his scale, and then if you go on her website, she makes that design and like scales it for like New York City jewelry department stores or whatever. But yeah, she's like an East Coast lady. I never heard of it before, and then I looked it up, and it's way more famous than I knew.
Yeah,
that's cool.
It's dope.
Yeah,
super
it was
dope.
really fun. The house was really cool too. It's in a nice part of town. It's like kind of right by the lake, and then it's just old. It has a lot of character in it.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
That's it.
History.
I love working on older homes. I wish, I don't know, newer ones just get slapped together. It's just not the same. Some of that other stuff, like it's bulletproof, and it's like, god dang. But I've only gotten to work. I think the oldest I've worked on personally is like 1924. So, and then like a couple in the 30s. But it was
Yeah. I mean, it just depends though, because sometimes I like the new builds doing the backsplashes because you could just do it, but in an old home, it's a lot sometimes. So the project, but yeah, a little bit of both, right?
Yep.
I like working in old homes. I like the job after it's done. Like, damn,
Right.
taken care of, and I got to do something in it. But like, pretty much all the way through, it's like, fuck, this sucks. But then, like, yeah, a new house, easy work, dude. Easy.
Yeah. Yeah,
You get
for
to
the
see
most
what
part.
the builder made and like what the builder forgot to do. So sometimes it's disheartening. Especially a lot of my friends built new homes, and you're like, well, they forgot that, or yeah. So that kind of, you reveal some problems you don't want to reveal that are happening very quickly.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah, they're building
Yeah,
it around here, and I like to walk up in them kind of right when they're finished up and check things out. That's how it works, always ass.
Always.
It's just like penny tile that just like it ends at the hardwood with like no kind of transition, and it's not even with it. It's just like, all right, yeah, just grout that out, no problem.
It was probably done quick,
I'm sure. Yeah.
and that's it.
I've torn
Yeah.
out a backsplash this week that I'm redoing for somebody because it was whoever they hired the first time just did the shittiest job ever, and I wanted to get some footage, but I just wanted to get that shit out of there too. So I'm like, all right, now I'm gonna get some actual content of me putting it back together. But god, dude, it was just a hack job. It's crazy what some people will get away with and like charge people, and it's just disheartening for sure.
The job I'm on right now is actually like the most, it's like a dream job to me, honestly. It's like I tore down the tile, it was on drywall, tore out the tub, it wasn't like fastened in any way. The drain was broken on the tub, and then it wasn't even connected with glue. So after I pulled the tub out, the whole assembly just like fell into the crawl space. Like, I was like, dude, this is awesome. And then nothing was rotted, and everything was straight. The floor just wasn't real level. I was like, man, this is great, dude. This never happens. Everything's rotted usually. I got to replace a lot of, like, it's like, cool. And then the best part was when I have to upgrade to a 2-inch drain. 3-inch pipe was running right under the shower. I didn't have to run like some crazy long line to upgrade the waistline. I was like, what, dude? This is a dream. This never happens. It's been a great job. It's been a great job. It's just like, this is why I feel like this is like an Instagram job. Like, this is what people think it's like. It's just like, it's never like this.
You have to
have that one friend.
Yeah.
But I would say that one friend that had a positive like experience, or like, of course it's like this. Then they just rip up their fucking house and everything's out of plumb, and it's just like, this is a fucking nightmare.
Yeah. Wall rotted from a leak in your exterior that's been going on for 5 years.
No. God dang it. I got a few bathrooms I'm gonna do next couple weeks for a GC, and it'll be first time actually getting to kind of do like production, like a whole full gut. So it'll be nice just getting to come in. Everything's demoed. Just need to prep tile. So it'll be for me. And I want more of those. That's the way to go. So he's got his own plumbers. He's got his own things. All I got to do is show up and actually get it going in tile. You know what I mean? So I like doing it myself and everything, but it's definitely a lot of work coordinating schedules with the plumber that I use and things like that, right? So it just deletes one extra thing and makes it a little more efficient. And I'm excited to hopefully, if not continue with him, continue and try to get into that field. You know what I mean? So not necessarily looking by any means to work for anybody, but it's nice to have work approach to you. So it's cool that way.
I agree. That's what I try to do. I do not like doing tear out. I like putting the boards up though, because I feel like at least if it's wrong, I can just yell at myself instead of some mysterious man all the time. So kind of makes me more accountable on the job, you know? So,
yep.
But besides that, yeah, like I don't like to do any plumbing. I don't put the shower head on at the end. I don't do anything. I never do glass. I never paint. I don't do drywall. Yeah, I don't do any of that. It's for other people, right? So people are really good at that stuff.
That's great.
I love that philosophy.
Yeah, there's some really good drywallers. You should call them. Yeah.
Not me.
Yeah, I don't regrout. I don't do that either. In a couple of years, I give him a guy's name, and he has this real sanitary thing, and he can do a great job. That's what he does all day.
There you go. Love it. Love it.
Just tile.
That's so nice. That's what I want to, like I said, got to get into that rhythm of things.
I only want to do showers. That's it. I don't want to do backsplashes. I don't really do backsplashes anyway. But I do all the other shit in the bathroom besides the shower too. I just want to do the shower. That's it.
Showers are where it's at, money wise, for sure. You know, you do 2 or 3 in a row.
Yeah.
You're sitting nice for a little bit. It's a lot of work though, a lot of planes, a lot of planning.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, if you're getting this though, and you get a good old floor job, I made a ton of money on that 1,100 square foot. So I was like, okay, for every once in a while, like it's nice to take on something like that and challenge yourself and be like, this is a good payday. Remember that, you know, like, but by no means do I want to continue doing that by myself. You know, it kicked my ass, but it was worth it money wise. So, you know, but right now I'm loving the small floors I'm doing right now, or just the smaller bathrooms and stuff, where it's just like, okay, this stuff's a lot easier and quicker turnaround. I mean, that's why I love tile, was just being able to go in and do my thing and then get to go and see another part of the city I live in and meet some other people and, you know, and do my thing over there. So it doesn't hold me down to one area, and that's what I like. So I don't even know if I would really want like a large contract just to be in one area for so long. Like, sure, it's great job security, but for me, there's going to come a point where I'm going to get burnt out, I think. So I like that moving around.
How did you both get into tiling?
Same way you did, dude.
Yeah.
It's almost the exact same story.
A money pit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bought a house. I couldn't afford to pay anyone to work on it, so I just did all the shit. I was like, I'm all right at this. I could make money. I bought a lot of tools. Fucking bought a rigid 8-inch to do the shower over here. And I was like, well, I could do a job with this thing, and by God, I did.
There you go, dude. No looking back. Yeah,
my uncle helped me a lot. He came over and he helped me every day for like 6
Really? Tile Coach helps me a lot.
YouTube?
On YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Hell
I like
yeah.
Home Repair Tutor because he does like homes in like Pennsylvania, so they're like about the same as mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah. I don't know. I was watching him and this other guy, Shannon House Repairs or something. Some Canadian dude. But his tile shit sucked. So I found Tile Coach. I was like, this guy's pretty dope. I'm gonna do what he says.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then same shit. Basically how you did, dude.
Yeah.
It just didn't want to work for nobody, you know.
I love Legos. That was my thing.
How I want.
It's growing up Legos, getting to play with different patterns and stuff. I'm like, all right, this is pretty fun. So definitely. But those first few jobs were just for myself for sure. And then cutting for my Uncle Mike. I didn't set my first tile until it was for me and that backsplash and then that bathroom in that tiny house. Because I don't know. I had fun. And I definitely did by no means know what the fuck I was knowing at this point. So I'm like, God damn. But it looked good and it spaced. And I've seen horrible shit before, you know, and it's like, it wasn't that by any means, but
yeah, I really didn't want to do tile. I was like doing other work, pretty much everything else. I was starting to do bathroom remodels, and I hired this dude in town that does tile work, and he did some shit work that kind of got me into like a situation. And I was like, damn it, dude, I should have just done it. I could have done it better. I was like, I'm not hiring anyone ever again. And now I'm like, fuck, I gotta figure out how to hire people, dude. I'm tired. I'm tired of being tired.
Do you want to expand?
Yeah, I'm working on getting my GC license right now. It's a whole process here. So eventually, yeah, I just want to.
You want to be a boss?
Yeah, for the most part.
I got you.
You know,
I do. I'm bad at managing people.
Body wears out.
Yeah.
Keep it down.
I don't know, man. It's not even that I want to be a boss. I'm trying to do some other things. I'm trying to make some like real estate moves. And it'd be a whole lot easier if I had a GC license. I mean, that's one less cut I got to pay somebody, and that's quite a large cut I have to pay somebody. If, you know, I have to hire a GC to pull all the permits and shit like that and legally subcontract all these subcontractors. So that's really what I'm working at. I mean, I got another business outside of Groovy Builds, an investment business with a buddy of mine who's a anesthesiologist. Guy makes stupid money. Way more than tile guys make. So, yeah. So, you know, if I can get there, that's really what I'm working towards.
Frees up a lot of time too.
Yeah, I don't want to just be like building houses, track homes or whatever, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So trying to get into like an investment kind of business. That's what I want to do eventually when I'm tired of doing all this tile, which is probably pretty soon.
Too good.
What about you, Robert? Are you going to expand?
I don't know. I wasn't planning on it. Kind of was, kind of wasn't. And then I like caught COVID last week and it fucking kicked my ass. And like, as I'm working throughout the weekend and like still working, I'm just like, God, if I had some fucking people working for me, I was like, I'd be at home dying and I wouldn't have to be out here doing this shit. But I'm on such a tight schedule. And luckily the homeowner wasn't there. So I was like, all right. And by the time he got back into town, I was uncontagious. So we're all good. But God damn, it kicked my ass, dude. And I'm like, there were some days like I was only able to do like probably a fourth of what I could usually put out, you know, in a day. And it's because I was out there and I caught myself a couple times laying down on my back, just like, man, thank God no one's here because I'm just like, I'm dying, but I'm like, I'm going to do it. My God, I'm going to do something. And it's like, oh, God, totally made me think, yes, expanding is probably the way to go. I don't want to overexpand by any means, but probably next year try to acquire like some help and then tile setter so that I can step away and do some estimates here and there without having to feel like production's not happening. But
that's the rough part about like owning it is like, it sucks when you don't make money when you're not working. Yep. That's the bad thing, like you don't want to work all the time, but you don't. But I wish I could make money all the time. I mean, so.
And I got a couple credit cards I'm trying to pay off this year, so I'm like overworking myself right now, and making the best out of everything. But it's like, part of me is like, it'll just take that much longer if I'm having to like, at this moment I need to utilize this much money as it's coming in right now towards that, versus at that next step after that's taken care of, then it'll be acquiring help so that I can naturally won't have to take in as much per month, so it'll all work out. But it's definitely a fine juggle, you know what I mean? So I don't want to I hate passing up on work because I can't get to it fast enough, but I also don't want to put somebody on it that's going to do a shitty job and ruin my reputation too, right? So it's that's a slide, that's a balance beam you're constantly trying to juggle which one's better. So what about you, bud? You happy working for right now, just you, or what are you thinking?
For sure, right now at my point in size, but yeah, as I get older, I do want to do like more like church restorations or historical or things like that, and you need a team for large scale things. And it's hard to do in 1,000 square feet with 2 people. So yeah, but having that high quality through the whole job, managing people, I'm not good at that. So that is hard for me, but to do what I want to do, that's, part of it. So I do bring on a lot of people daily and stuff like that. I have a couple relatives that work with me now. A lot of people reach out to me work all the time, but I never call anyone back because I don't want to like have somebody responsible for. So that's kind of my struggle too. I don't work all the time, so it's hard to like let somebody down, or sometimes shit falls through and I don't have 2 or 3 jobs lined up. So if I have somebody ready for the day and then it falls through, I feel bad, like I still pay all the time and shit. So, but yeah, to do what I want to do and do like big scale and things like that, large buildings in the city, you definitely need more people. But I like it, just me, like if I just want to take off, I don't have to like be responsible for nobody. If I want to tell somebody to wait, usually they will. But that's at the point where I'm at now, though. I don't know where I'll be at soon.
I had a nice lady that I did her bathroom last place I worked when I was just about to leave. I had done managing for him, stepped down, and went back to installing, and did her bathroom. And super nice lady, teacher, but she's in a condo on the 2nd floor. And I remember like her floor has like fucking concrete that's like 2 inches, and she was like, I want all this like ripped out, and we're gonna like tile it. And I'm thinking, God damn, like that's a lot of work. Well, she found me today, and I'm like stoked like that. Okay, cool, we reconnected, and like she totally wants me to do the job and stuff. But it's like that's going to be one of those ones where just like demoing, like you're talking about mud set walls and shit, like, because it's not going to come out without breaking all that shit up. So, and I'm pretty sure by code it's got to come back, because it's a flyer retardant, so it's essentially sound deadening, and it's going to act as a barrier right there between the two. So otherwise, yes, you could like, fur it up by a few strips so that it matches up with the pre-existing floors in different areas. But I don't know. I'm like, oh, I got to see this thing, because nightmares and also excitement happening at the same time. So, but it'll be cool to work with somebody that I've worked with in the past. So I haven't gotten to do that, and it'll be good. It'll be real good.
So it's on a balcony?
No, 2nd floor. 2nd floor condo.
2nd floor in a condo. Okay, for some reason I thought you said it was on a balcony.
Sorry,
you can just throw it all off. Get a dumpster in there.
She's got one, and I could park right there. No, 2nd floor condo. So, and it's pretty close to the house, so it'll be. I'm gonna reach out to her. She's said she's willing to wait, and I think as of now, I'm like November, pretty much December would be the next time I could schedule. So.
Yeah, I got one coming up. I know it's gonna be a ton of mud, tear out. Ugh.
Fun
Like-
day.
in November or end of October. Or probably, I don't know. I probably need to look at my calendar. I probably need to hurry up and finish this job and get on the next one. So I'm ready for that one. Probably need to hire somebody to demo it. That's what I should do.
That-
I want to do it.
That's actually what I want to consider doing is, having a demo crew that I don't have to employ, that, like you said, that second, third party, somebody I can hire to do that. And then I can have phase 2, have my plumbers come in, plumb it while I'm tiling over at phase 3 somewhere else, so I can constantly rotate jobs without always having to me physically be at one, So I think that's efficient. That's a good idea to look into. The only thing is that they're gonna, and it's good, they're gonna test more, I assume, before they demo, right? They're gonna make sure it doesn't have asbestos and lead and all the things that you wouldn't want kicking up into it, and you wouldn't want to demo necessarily,
I
So-
hope if all they do is demo, they know what to do.
I mean, a real demo company, I think, was going to test. If it's like, somebody down the road who's just going to whip it out for you for some, that's between him and you, So, but I'm pretty sure the other ones are going to make sure before they kick up all that shit. So,
Yeah. I mean, I got to be honest, I don't test for any of that when I demo.
No, I don't either.
I mean, I put up dust walls and I set up a air scrubber and
so
I
if the
tear-
kids are under
tear out
6 years old in the house, or they have frequently, visiting children that are under 6, it's good to test for lead. And that's just to make sure that, you're good to go over there. You don't want to fuck up their brain development.
yeah, well, definitely not.
I definitely try and keep all the dust down.
Asbestos, I
have
get it,
water and everything.
as well. My mom's certified on that. So we only got 2 pair of lungs, man. We don't need to fuck them up.
Yeah, I mean, one time I thought I ran into asbestos because it was, what size tiles are they? Like 9x9s or something.
Usually red.
Yeah. And we called someone out to test it, and it wasn't. It was just black glue.
Most of the
But
time, not.
yeah. But I mean,
Let me get my charger.
My first job when I was 18 was an environmental place. And so I seen a lot of things, that was all that we did. We went to GEs and scraped lead paint, and we learned about lethal exposure limits and things like that. And so when I go out in the field, I mean, it's really nothing compared to what the industrial complex does.
yeah, I mean,
Some drywall lead is okay. Just don't eat it.
I do my best to we set up dust walls and
Mm-hmm.
put a box fan in the window if we can.
I'm not an animal, right?
We got the big blue dry air scrubber taking up a fuckload of space in the room with a hose blowing air out.
Super
somewhere.
loud.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
changing out air filters, but I mean, if you want the job done, it's got to come out. So I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like I contain it more than most people. That's what
Yeah.
I always think. Don't have your kids around when I'm doing demo. Scheduled to be out of town that day or make other arrangements.
I'm trying to
will
think.
get
The last time I did work in a house with young kids, they were out of town. They were at Disney World for 4 days.
Mhm.
That's
By the time they
smart.
came back, I had the subfloor back down and their new tub sitting in there. Just walls weren't up for the surround yet, but I haven't worked any houses with kids in a long time, actually. So that's good.
There you go. Last one I did, the abatement company had already taken it out because the insurance company had found asbestos after a frozen pipe. So it was nice to come into it and already have it all stripped. All right, cool. Well, just gotta put it back together.
I'm doing a cool one coming up. It's going to be 24 by 24 terrazzo in this bathroom into a 5x5 curbless, and then 30 by 30 cement look on the walls, and it's 2 full walls, and then the shower is just one piece of glass. You just walk in. It's gonna be fucking sexy, dude.
It
That's
sounds
cool, man.
awesome.
Yeah, I've never worked with terrazzo, so that'll be interesting. Big old thick pieces.
I want to so bad. I keep trying to get everybody to buy it every time I'm in my
It's
local store.
expensive, man.
What is it, like 30 a square?
I think that's what he paid, 30 a square foot. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I was like, damn, pressure's on. I'm like, nah, I'm not worried about it. But I was reading, like, sometimes the stones break out when you're cutting.
I
you
can
know,
imagine.
I'm like, damn, so what do you gotta like cut it through and then like epoxy it back in there and polish it flat again? I don't know. I hope it's not polished. I hope the stones just don't break out, you know?
Oh no.
Lots of water that day.
Lots of water, yeah.
Lots of water.
Fresh blade,
Mhm.
properly dressed. Yeah, no, it's gonna be cool though. I'm stoked. It's gonna be a super dope one.
Those blue handmade ones you just did not too long ago, those were super thick too.
They were, yeah, they were like 5/8 or something like that. Those cut super easy though. Just cement tile. It's like powderizes, you know. You can almost just like take your grinder and like a 50 or 100 grit and just like just like grind a miter. You know?
Oh,
Grind a bevel. I mean, it's a fucking
Mhm.
that wall tile I did with that porcelain, it was like that. I was like, oh, this is nice. I like this. It was soft. Barely gave any chatter through the blade too, like through the wet saw. And I'm like, the floor tile was just so much more dense, you know, and it was just dancing. And I'm like, I'm not in love with that ruby saw. It's not there yet. I'm like, It's time to need to give myself the DeWalt, damn it. So
the Dirty D.
I got this ruby for Christmas last year, so maybe this year the DeWalt will be my new
Santa's
Christmas.
gonna bring you a big old yellow saw.
We'll see.
Have you been a good boy this year?
Oh, I've been trying.
Are you on the naughty list or the nice list?
I don't think anymore, man. Too good.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. What do I cut this? Well, can I cut this shit with my DeWalt? Do I need something else?
The DeWalt.
I should be able to cut it on the DeWalt, huh?
Cut everything.
How thick is it?
I think it's like 3/4.
Oh yeah, you'll be good.
The DeWalt.
I mean, the rigid says it can cut like 2 and like 1/4, 2 3/4 or something like that. I'm pretty damn sure. You know, the 7-inch, it's a thick cut.
I feel like my DeWalt's been acting
I've
weird.
never cut anything that
honestly.
thick, you know, and obviously you think.
I feel like she might be taking a trip to the warranty shop pretty soon. I don't know. I feel like I've been wearing her out. Cutting weird lately.
Dude, I haven't cleaned that goddamn ruby. Since I bought that ruby, I haven't cleaned it. And it's just like, oh, it's begging. I'm going to take it to like a car wash or somewhere and just pressure wash it and get gunk out of there, dude. It's going to feel so good. And clean my pump. But I've just been rolling in from one job to the other into the other. And I'm like, man, I'm supposed to have some.
Man, I can't do that. I got to hose the tray out.
That hadn't happened. It's like everything's gone from one day to the next. And it's like, oh, man, it is full of just shit. I need to do the trash bag technique where you just bag your use a black trash bag, line your liner, fill it up, and that way when you're done you just strip it and throw it away. I'm like, god damn it, that's the kind of shit that I'm in too deep now. I can't do it. I gotta clean it and then I can start doing it. But
I should start doing that. I always use a bucket. I don't put the water in the tray. The bucket underneath, so when the water gets low, it doesn't really matter. You still got enough water.
I used to do that with like the heater, the bucket heater, but then this one I've got, it fits in between the two rails on the 10-inch. So I'm like, it didn't do that on the 7-inch before. So this one's, it's nice. So it'll actually heat it in the tray the way it needs to. But God, I just don't love it. I don't know. It's just not my favorite saw. That 7-inch rigid, I ran that shit for so many years, man, and like for what I paid for it, it was a good saw.
Yeah,
So,
the 8-inch was nice.
We're getting close to bucket heater weather.
yeah, I know. It can change any moment here. Been having some good nights. I'm like, all right, I'm getting excited.
You
And
guys
I'm
will
like,
get it before I do.
I'm just
Are
not
you-
looking forward to fucking shoveling.
Yeah, fuck that.
It's
We-
gonna
I
get a
don't
couple
have to do
months.
any of that here.
God, I miss it, dude. Back in fucking Texas, never shoveled shit. You shovel fucking leaves. That was it. And it's like, all right, cool. But goddamn, it just gets to you. And depending on like how quick you can get to it, it's different densities in the snow. Like, oh, it just sucks, dude. There's been plenty of snow days. I'm like out there just like at 6 inches. I'll go ahead and just fucking take care of it. Cause man, we've had one that's like 18 and I didn't go out there until then. You're not making any fucking dent, dude. And it's just like you're fighting yourself and not looking forward to it. I have a hate for it right now, man.
I always drive through it. I just put the 4-wheel drive on and drive.
See,
Dude, people will wreck their fucking cars down here if they say it's gonna snow. it is fucking insane, dude. Like I moved here from Ohio like 15 years ago or something, and I just like could not believe this shit. Like be like a dusting. I'm be like on my way to work. And I was like 19 years old, and there's cars just like off in the ditch. And I'm like, what the hell happened, dude?
couldn't hang.
It'd be worse if it rained. Like
They give us 24 hours after the last snowfall, so like you have to have like your driveway clean and the sidewalks clean and your front patio clean. So like the mailman or like the delivery guy or like the kids waiting at the bus don't eat shit on your property. Otherwise, if you don't do it, you're held like what is it in contempt or like because you decided you didn't want to take care of it. So I don't know, it fucking sucks, dude. So it's like, God damn, I got to get out there and fucking clean this shit. Otherwise,
will they ticket you or something? Fine you?
You could actually, if they get hurt on your property, and it's because of that, and that's what like you say, like ambulance is called, and then the cops are there. They're gonna ticket you, and then I'm actually gonna be the one that is receiving essentially the bills and things like that, or my insurance would be or something, and it's like that's some bullshit.
So. Just don't deliver my mail. Fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Hero, mail,
my name, my packages.
Hero.
I get like one package a week if I'm lucky, and then the wife gets like an Amazon or two a day, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah. I got this like
get a
trench
snow
cut out.
blower. It's nice.
I got a trench cut out my porch right now from where I replaced my water line. Like, I don't know, right after coverings, however long ago that was, and it's still not filled in. And I'm always like, I do have a camera out there, and I hope no one falls in it, but if they ever do, I'll have it on video. So, God, man, poor Amazon guy. I hope he's just not like looking at his little scanner. I need to fix that. It's only like this wide. And it's only like this deep, but it's still enough to just trip you up.
It's enough for
I put a piece of dead tile over the floor vent on that one project I'm on right now that I'm almost wrapped up on, but it's because the RAM board I have rolled out covered it. So it's acting also like a little dust cover, but it's also I'm like, yeah, this homeowner comes in a lot, and I'm like, with my luck, he's gonna stick his foot, even though there's a big X right there, stick his foot straight in there and like crack his ankle, and I'm gonna be in trouble or fired or fucking have to deal with that shit. So I just put a dead tile there. I'm like, okay, don't step here. Very simple. But
yeah, I left the shower floor open for the weekend. So I took it out on Friday and then did the plumbing yesterday and put it back down. And it's off their master bedroom. And I was like, yeah, don't y'all aren't using this bathroom, right? Like, no. I was like, all right, cool. Just make sure, like, you know, if
Yeah,
you
middle of the night when you're like tired.
habitually
Taking
get
a
up in the middle
piss.
of the night and go to the bathroom. Don't
Yeah.
like fucking fall in there. It was like just stacking all my shit on it. Like, I don't have a shop vac and like.
Get some caution tape, dude. I got some caution tape. I'm like, oh,
I mean,
that's my friend.
a sleepy person in the middle of the night fall right through some caution tape.
Oh, hell yeah, they are. They're trying to piss.
But you know, I'm like, shop vac that covers 2 stud spaces, and what else can I set in here? Like,
Oh god,
don't come in here.
too good. Well, let's see if we got any comments. You got anything on your end?
You know, they were in here earlier, but they all dipped out.
I got
Matt, old Odie
Well,
Matt.
it was nice getting to meet you on that trip when we went to Dallas. That was cool.
Schluter was fun, man.
Dude,
It was
a
a good
lot of fun.
time.
I'm glad.
Oh yeah, you guys both were there. How was that?
It was a blast.
It was good.
I got delayed and I started worrying because I was like, man, this whole point is like to tour that facility. And I'm like, man, I got to get there because, like, sure, if I don't make that, I'll probably still be able to go to the game. And that's awesome. Don't get me wrong by any means, but wanted to see all that inside, you know, and it was
Yeah.
cool. It was cool.
What was the coolest shit there?
Dude, the science behind how efficient everything operates, I think was the coolest thing, honestly, for me. Like how they have everything down and it's so efficient. It was awesome to see that.
They got 30,000 square feet that's heated.
That was the other cool thing. Yeah.
Pretty
Damn.
wild.
Damn.
I think it was what, like 30
How many thermostats that running off of?
30
So
something.
many.
It was a wall. That was one of the things we could take a picture of was the wall of thermostats. And it was like,
There was
holy,
2 of those.
see, God.
Wow.
It was nuts.
How hot was it?
It was nice. It was nice.
Did you walk around with your shoes off?
Right?
Can I
Tasty.
walk around
On
with
the
my
floor.
shoes off? Well, why the fuck is it heated?
To show what it's America. That's why.
I'd do the tour with my shoes off. Is the whole place heated?
Almost.
Not the warehouse itself, but like everything else, like the work center, like the classroom, the front area, the
The whole
cafeteria.
staff just walks around no shoes all the time.
Right? No, it was really cool. It looked like a really good company to work for. Like all those people working there, like I don't know. Everyone just seemed like very into their work and nobody, I don't know, you know what I mean? It didn't look like people were dreading it. So, and it was cool. We get to walk the call center. It was so many different things in there. It was fun.
They had all the exterior stuff there that you don't get to see a lot. That was kind of cool. It's kind of
Absolutely.
cool how they
Massive Schluter sticks for the exterior. I was like, what the hell is that? And I think they said they have like 7,000, something like that, products, right? It was something crazy like that. And
the whatever, Jolly, Rhonda. Yeah.
Right. And it's because out of every edition, you've got about eight different colors, you know, so that adds up super quick. But it was, like you said, it was fascinating seeing all that. Or that one machine that cuts the Schluter so that it can bend at a radius. That was cool. And it's like, okay, I didn't realize that you could actually like order those like that already and save yourself time by having to trim them to where you can flex them. If they got a machine that does it for you for a certain fee that's reasonable, shit, just charge the customer. That's totally going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Great idea. So it was cool. It was a good experience.
Dope.
I can't wait for next year getting to go to the.
Shoot him.
I gotta try a system.
We talked about you. We were like, yeah, we know Groovy did not get the invite here.
They'll never invite me. Hey guys, I use your heated floors.
It's okay. We all like what we like, right?
I use them.
Yeah.
Look, the only thing I don't like is the board, really, or the pants. That's it. That's it.
Just
Right
not the only things I really like, but
I don't like any of their
Right now,
phones,
my
but
friend.
their membranes are cool. I mean, I use the Dietrich XL.
mm-hmm.
I use MyPay MAPE card though. I don't use the regular Dietrich when it comes to that.
I
There you
used
go.
the Pay one before. I thought it was really good.
I love it. I used a few different membranes, and that was just the one I liked the best. So I stuck with it. But Dietrich. I mean, Schluter's super accessible. You can't deny it. And then obviously, it's a great system. It's been around for fucking 40,000 years.
Shit, like 75, I think, was when the Schluter stick was developed. And then the 80s was when that system was. It was cool to see that. So, it was fun.
Yeah. But, whatever. It's all good. Maybe one day they'll invite me.
I'm going to go to it.
Come to the
Maybe
orange
I'll just
side.
get to tour it on my own. And
A guy at the tile shop wants me to come to this
Like,
weedy event we're going to have
snipe me
next.
at the gate. Huh? The tile
Oh,
shop?
yeah, he wants me to go to that weedy thing he's got going on. I think it's Thursday this week. So just a certification. And I already did that I think it was in May. So I was like, whatever. Free food, I'll come. And then free shit. All right. So it'll be fun. And my sister-in-law gets married on Saturday or on Friday. So I'm like, I've been working like 4 or 5 weeks straight. It feels like, with the exception of going on that Schluter trip. That was pretty much that, and Labor Day were the last days off. So it's been going up till even mid, and it's gonna feel nice to take Friday off. So we're gonna go to Breck, I think. That's where her wedding's at. So it'll be nice. See my girls be the flower girls, so it'll be nice. It'll be good.
Girl dads. Bunch of girl dads.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You got
Yeah.
one little girl, right?
I have one.
Yeah.
hell yeah. How old?
Cool, man.
She is going to be 12 in like 2 weeks. I just scheduled the birthday party today, and
Awesome,
always excited.
dude. We got one in 21st in October. She'll turn 5. So we're not too far away. We're already discussing. I think as of now, she wants to do a swimming, like one of these indoor pools. And then it's like, all right. And to my knowledge, I think she had one last year, and that was like her first big party because she'd just been in kindergarten or not kindergarten. I'm sorry, pre-K. And she's got that late October birthday, so she's in pre-K again this year. So I don't know. I think it'll be good. Some of her friends will be able to come. It'll be fun for her. So
They only get bigger after 5. We started
See.
doing Disney World at like 6, and yeah.
yeah,
Better
Coverings
party
is
next
in
week.
Orlando, so they've already. I talked to them and I was like, well, if you come with me, it's considered a business trip, and we can go out there and on the way back, hit it a couple days on the way out. So it's gonna be expensive. Coverings, what is it, 2025? But it'll be fun. It'll be good, and they're excited to see everybody. What's up?
When is Coverings?
End of April, like last week, I want to say, and then TISE or what is it? Surface is like the end of January, and that's the one that's in Vegas. I think last year was at Mandalay Bay. I don't know if it's always at Mandalay Bay, but it was fucking huge. So,
Are you going to Coverings next year?
I'm going to try.
Yeah.
hell yeah. Oh yeah.
It's Florida. It's a lot easier to get to than wherever it was this year.
Atlanta.
Atlanta? It's on the way.
Yeah, but Florida's Florida,
That's
Yeah.
fucking funny. Yeah,
Awesome.
no doubt. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go. Maybe, probably.
Try
Probably.
Surface. It's pretty fun.
I don't know if I'll make it out there. I'm yeah, I don't know. When is that one?
Vegas.
Vegas.
Love it.
You like to gamble?
Yeah, I love all of it.
It's fun.
All of Vegas. All that it has.
It's fun.
I ain't gonna go into it.
Yeah, Vegas is good. The tile too. Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah, I need to go at least once just to check it out. But
Oh,
what about KBIS?
That's cool.
Y'all interested in that?
what is that?
You know, I hadn't heard of it until this year.
Kitchen
and bath.
Something or other.
There's so many of them.
Something.
Yeah, I don't know. I hear that one's pretty good, but I don't have time to go to all this shit.
No.
Well, World of Concrete, which isn't anything really to do with us except for like, you know, jackhammers and shit like that, but it still looked cool as fuck to go see. And last year it was at the same time as Surface, so I didn't get to go. And I'm like, man, if they do that again, I'm gonna try to get tickets for both, so that way I can at least do one day over there and just see, because they had it would look like a lot more hands-on demos, you know, on equipment. So it was like, okay, that's the kind of stuff that sells, right? You're using something, getting to see it before you actually spend or invest this money into it. So versus watching, you know, the sales guy use it, and it's like, well, how does it recoil? How's it, so many questions it's easier you can answer in the fact of you actually using it. So I don't know. I wish more expos did that or were allowed to do that. You know, it's probably because of noise and stuff, but it would be nice for us to kind of see that kind of stuff.
Fire up these wet saws. Mix some porcelain.
Right. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Or do demos.
I took my dog to Coverings, and he was like drinking the water out of all the like buckets and shit as we were walking around. It had like buckets and these mixer buckets. I don't know why they're just water in them. Dogs drinking them.
Oh, that's awesome.
Thank you. Assume that's why it's. All right, y'all. Well, any other little topics y'all want to hit on before we wrap this thing up?
Brother?
Yeah. Nah.
I got an early day in the morning.
Right
there you go.
Well, buddy.
Thanks for being our guest tonight, man. It's been awesome.
Thanks for having me, for sure.
Hell yeah, dude. We'll get you back on here. So we'll get it all booked out for next year and let you know, man. But thanks for being our guest tonight, brother.
Thank you. It's good to finally meet you.
Yeah, Matt. It's good to meet you, dude.
Have a good night.
Later, man.
You too, bud. Take care. Have a great week. Thanks for joining, everybody. Take care.